these are probably my final thoughts about Charlie Kirk and his pruning from the timeline. First, in the aftermath, is the swath of people, Republicans, newscasters, news reporters, news media, shouting out battle cries about the trans community, about leftists, about all of those things. Trying to dictate that people mourn this man or show empathy to this man because he was pruned from the timeline. And if you did not mourn or show empathy, you were basically considered the scourge of the earth. And you had pundits from all different communities who were Republican telling their communities, you need to be mourning, you need to show empathy, you need to say a kind word about Charlie Kirk. Besides that, they were ramping up sentiments to get the people in their base riled up so they could be ready to go to war, as a lot of the newscasters and pundits said, against trans, against people who they deemed to be leftists. But black folks caught the stray. You had 6 HBCUs with warnings and threats to their campus to where those schools had to shut down or go on lockdown. Radicals is what folks were calling people on the left. And what I find interesting is the visuals of who they think the left is. So much so that they keep talking about the incident in Charlotte on the train, where the Ukrainian immigrant was pruned from the timeline as well. So for 33 hours, all of that rhetoric, we're going to war, you all are being divisive, all of this rhetoric happened for 33 hours. And then the truth was revealed. The truth was revealed that Tyler Robinson, a 22-year-old resident of Utah, was the one that pruned Charlie Kirk from the timeline. What's so disheartening to hear is that you have a public official, Spencer Cox, the governor of Utah, saying that he prayed for 33 hours that it wouldn't be one of them. 33 hours he prayed that prayer. And then he finds out that it is one of them. So now the cognitive dissonance is like, well, he couldn't have just done it because we're not mean and evil people. The people on the left are. Something had to influence him. Megyn Kelly gets on the television talking about college influenced him. All these pundits have all these different things. Then they said something about a roommate, and I think it was debunked that the roommate was trans and the trans roommate influenced him. And then lo and behold, we find out that he's I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, Groyper. And who is this? This is a whole group that's unofficially led by Nick Fuentes, unofficially led by Nick Fuentes. And apparently, all of this is because the girls were fighting. Nick Fuentes had some harsh words for Charlie Kirk because he didn't believe that he was far right enough. And it has been uncovered, or slowly still being uncovered. The truth is still being uncovered, that possibly he could have been radicalized by the Groypers. They're showing pictures and things like that, the news media, that show him dressing as the meme or the mascot, as I'm gonna call it, of that far right group. Had nothing to do with the left. Had nothing to do with trans. It had everything to do with two far right groups at odds with each other. Now, to what extent that is, I don't know. And I'm not putting that there is an extent. I am just saying that it has everything to do with the people over there on the right than it has to do with anything else. But the cognitive dissonance won't allow for you all to see that. Because you all believe that you're so superior, that superior people wouldn't do something like that. It had to be the degenerates. But you want everybody to have empathy and pray for someone who said that he didn't believe in empathy. So I just feel like not having empathy, or just really, or not caring, is honoring the dead. Now we hear the wife talking about waging war. Now, if we sat back and we didn't know the information about the two factions warring with each other, I immediately assumed that she was talking about the left and the transgender community. But I think she's talking about Nick Fuentes and them. They got to get their stuff together. So we'll see in the coming months. But what I will tell you and all my people and all those people who are like me, Bennett, and we not in it, you still need to keep your head on a swivel. Because if they can't get to the people who they want to get to, you will be the booby prize. So keep your head on a swivel and mind your advocacy, mind your money, and mind your business.